Do you crave a more emotional connection with your spouse? The words we speak to our partners and about our partners can be a game changer when it comes to a loving relationship. In today's video, we are discussing the power of words of affirmation and how you can use them to express love in your relationship.
Hi YouTube family. We are Matilda and Mike. We both work full-time in the medical field.
I work as an occupational therapist.
And I'm a physician assistant. We both enjoy sharing our passion for love, finance, and healthy living in our weekly videos. If you're new here, please do subscribe. And for everyone else, welcome back.
Today's video is all about words of affirmation. But before we jump in, be sure to check out our introduction video to the 5 love languages, which should pop out right about now. Be sure to watch that video to get an introduction of the love languages as a whole and why they're important. We encourage you to take the 5 love languages quiz. We've linked it in the description box below, and let us know your results in the comments section. So my primary love language is words of affirmation. Positive, kind, loving words of any sort are really meaningful to me and add value toward my love tank. So, question for you, Mike. Since you know that my love language is words of affirmation, what are some ways that you positively affirm me with your words?
Great question. I like to keep it simple and straightforward. It could be as easy as you look beautiful today. I really like how you did your hair and your makeup. That outfit looks great on you. Or your smile is very special. It always brightens my day. Something like that can uplift her spirits and also make you feel a little better about your day too. So, what does this love language mean to you?
It's how we connect emotionally even when you're not there. It's the sweet sticky notes that Mike leaves around the house of him telling me that he loves me. It's those positive and affirming words that he says to me to cheer me up, to uplift my spirits, and to make me feel loved and special. I tend to affirm, uplift, and encourage those around me. That's how I express love, and that's how I feel the most loved. What about you? What do words of affirmation mean to you?
Well, words of affirmation are extremely important to me, obviously because it is Matilda's primary love language. So I want to make sure I keep her love tank nice and full with encouragement and compliments throughout the day. And don't forget the power of this little guy right here when it comes to expressing your feelings and thoughts of love for that special someone. What tips do you have for our YouTube family to help come up with creative ways of expressing words of affirmation?
I would say be authentic when it comes to expressing words of affirmation. When you're affirming your partner, you want to stick to the positive. Do not add any negativity. So for example, if your partner looks great, you can say, "Oh, you look absolutely incredible today, you're glowing." Don't add anything negative. So for example, don't say, "Oh, but your hair needs to be styled a little bit differently." The next tip is to create a list and be genuine when complimenting your spouse. An affirmation bank is a great tool that you can use. Write out a list of as many words of affirmation, compliments, positive things that you can think of. Keep them aside, and then whenever the time is right, you pull them out and use them. The next tip is to mail letters and leave sticky notes. This can actually be a game changer. Try it out with your spouse and see how they respond to it. Mike always writes sticky notes, leaves them around the house. And since we started dating, he's been writing letters to me every so often. And that is really meaningful to me. And I really cherish that when he does it. He actually had my engagement ring engraved. I have a little note of love in my engagement ring, which is really, really special to me.
We want to say thank you to those of you still watching. Let us know you're still here by commenting down below.
Comment the word ring if you want to find out what is engraved in my engagement ring. And if you're not part of our YouTube family yet, please hit that subscribe button down below. It's that red button there. So click that button to join our YouTube family. Do you have any ideas of how to think more creatively when communicating words of affirmation?
I do recommend starting with thinking about how your spouse positively influences those around you. This includes like friends and family. And Matilda, for example, does go like out of her way to connect with my family, and that's something I really do appreciate, and I try to show that appreciation to her. Next, go ahead and think of ways that your spouse makes you feel extra special. What makes you feel loved and appreciated? And from there, don't forget about the like little routine things that tend to go unnoticed and thus unappreciated. whatever comes to mind when you're kind of creating your list here, it's a great place to start when expressing your love through words of affirmation. Now, if your spouse has a primary love language of words of affirmation, I do have a challenge for you. I do recommend starting with doing a whole month of a different kind of phrase or kind of compliment, encouragement for each day throughout an entire month. This will go ahead and start getting you thinking about like, oh, what can I actually compliment my wife on or my husband on today, or encourage them in today. And it'll also create a habit of you looking for those things. So it'll just come so much easier down the line. We'd like to leave you with the words of Gary Chapman, the author of The 5 Love Languages. And it is, if an apple a day keeps the doctor away, a compliment a day keeps the counselor away.
Stay tuned for the rest of this series. Next week we'll be discussing the love language of giving and receiving gifts. As always, thank you so much for watching our video.
Again, our goal with this video series is to help you unlock the secret to love that lasts and have some fun doing it. Now, if you haven't taken the quiz yet, be sure to go down to the descriptions page below and follow the link and find out your love language, and then let us know in the comments section.
See you next week.
Until next time.